Okay, so find A29 for the arithmetic sequence starting at n equals 1. And I think I put arithmetic in parentheses because they didn't mention this on the quiz. It's got to be arithmetic because, well, first of all, it says starting at n equals 1. So n equals 1, 2, 3, 4. If it is an arithmetic sequence, then the differences between each will be a constant. So if I look at the difference between 18 and 13, I get a -5. The same for the 13 and 8 and the 8 and 3, which makes it, by definition, an arithmetic sequence. And we also know that d is equal to -5. They're asking us to find A29, so we need to find the general form here. A to the n equals a sub 0 plus dn. And all we're going to do is just take one of the numbers they gave us. So we know that a to the 1 is going to be a to the 0 plus dn. And we know that d is -5 from the numbers. And this is 1, so n is 1. And a to the 1 is 18 from the list they gave us. And now we can solve for a sub 0. Which it looks like it's 23. So our general form is a to the n equals 23 minus 5n. And now we can find A29. And when I do my multiplication and subtraction, I get a -122. Okay, so enough for arithmetic sequences. Now we're going to take a look at geometric sequences. These are basically multiplication. It's multiplication with an exponent. So a geometric sequence, a to the n, is equal to a sub 0 times a base of an exponent to the n power. Okay? They give us some information. They say a to the 1 equals 3 and r equals 1/3. So a to the 1 is going to be a sub 0, r is 1/3. I know that's kind of small, to the 1 power. And a to the 1 they tell us is 3 equals a sub 0. 1/3 to the 1 power is just 1/3. And now I'm going to solve for a sub 0 by multiplying by the reciprocal. And I don't even need to write a fraction on the left-hand side. So it looks like 9 is equal to a sub 0. Giving us the general form a to the n equals 9 times 1/3 to the n. And to find a to the 5th, now I noticed this on the quiz as well. I don't really want to pull out my calculator and calculate 3 to the 5th, and 9 is to the 3rd power, so I'm just going to do a little simplifying here. So 1 to the 5th power is 1, and I'm going to write that 3 to the 5th in the denominator. So what that means is these are going to reduce. If I use my calculator, I'm going to get a whole bunch of decimals, which I think the quiz will be okay with. All right, but I'm not sure. I didn't try decimals. So I get 1/3 to the 3rd. So what I entered was 1/27. All right, one more in geometric sequence. So it tells us that a to the 1 is equal to -4 and r is equal to -1. We're really going to do the same thing. I just wanted you to, this is very similar to the last one, but when r is -1, I wanted you to see this. So a to the n equals a sub 0 times so base of some exponent to the n power. And we know that r is equal to, I'll wait on that, so a to the 1 equals a sub 0. R is -1 to the n power, and they tell us that a to the 1 is -4. And for a to the 1, my exponent is 1. So negative 4 equals, so negative 1 times a sub 0 is just negative a sub 0. If I multiply both sides by negative 1, I'm going to get 4 equals a sub 0. Okay, so my general form is going to be 4 times negative 1 to the n, and I'm trying to be particular about the way I write this because order of operations says we have to do that exponent first, so I want to make sure that my multiplication doesn't get mixed up with the base of my exponent. And we're trying to find a 37. Okay, so this is why I'm showing you this example. Negative 1 to an odd exponent is a negative 1. Negative 1 to an even exponent is a positive 1. So a to the 37 is equal to 4 times negative 1 or negative 4. Okay, that's enough for this video. See you on the next one.